Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. I'm coming to you today to bring you this adorable little treat holder. It is my Valentine Mentos roll treat holder, and just like the name states, it holds a roll of Mentos. So I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little box. So let's go ahead and get started. We are using the Sweet Conversations bundle. It has this awesome stamp set and these amazing dies that we are going to stamp with these stamps and cut out. It's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and get started. We have quite a few ink pad colors, as you can see here. I'm just going to stack them on each other and move them out of the way temporarily. And same with our stamps. I'm just going to move these little guys out of the way because we are going to be using them shortly, and I need to show you how to make the box portion first. That is what we are going to be doing first. So let me go ahead and set our little box here off to the side and grab my Simply Scored tool. It's something that I really love. I use it all the time. I love making 3D items, and this is what I use to do it. So let's go ahead and get started and put it in camera here. All right, our piece of cardstock is Pool Party, and it is 6 inches, as you can see there, by 3 1/2 inches, as you can see there. And down the long length, we're going to score in 2 places. We're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. So this is one. These are 1/8 of an inch. So this would be 1/4. 2/4 would be a half, and that would be 3/4. So we're going to do at 3/4, and then we're going to do at 5 1/4 right here. Okay, that's it for that length. Now we're going to turn it the short way, and the short way is 3 1/2 inches. So for the 3 1/2 inch length, let's see, we are going to score at 3/4 of an inch. We are going to score at 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and 3 inches. So you have this long piece with these score lines on there. Okay, let's move the scoreboard out of the way, and we are going to use our bone folder, and we're going to burnish on all those lines. It's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and get started on that. All right, so let me grab my bone folder, and we are going to burnish on the 2 lines I did first, which were down the long side, and then let's go ahead and tackle these guys. All right, now I have attached a little piece here to make this slide in. I wanted it to be a good size so that you could make this with pattern paper if you wanted to, not just cardstock. And we have so many cute designer series papers that are 6 inches. I didn't want to go past 6 inches because it's such a tiny box and it's so cute. So I'm going to show you how to make this little tab here. So just hang in there with me, okay? So let's see, how are we going to get started on this? So this forms our cute little box, and we're going to do a little bit of cutting. Now we have to form the bottom of the box, which is going to form these little 4 pieces here, and that's how we will get to close it. So we actually have to cut those. So let's start there, and you can use any large scissor that has a fairly thick blade. our paper snips are kind of thin, and I don't recommend cutting when you're doing boxes, but to get a thicker bladed scissor. So we're gonna cut here, and we're gonna cut here, and we're gonna cut here, and then this piece is gonna get cut off, okay? Now this is what's gonna form the bottom of our box, and this piece here is what's gonna get glued so that we can insert that in there. And you see how we have this long box like so. Now, we don't need all these flaps, okay? We only need 1, 2, and 3, because we want to be able to slide this piece inside here, right? So if there's a piece there, it's in the way. So that's how we're going to get this piece that we're going to use right here. So let's figure this out. This is going to be the back of our box, or the side, like so, okay? Just like this one. And we are going to need these 2 flaps, which are the side. This is the flap that we're going to cut away. And it helps if you hold it like this when you're trying to figure out what you're going to cut away. So this one right here is the one we're going to cut away. So it's third one in of the full size ones on the side that doesn't have this little 1/2 inch mark. So we're going to just cut here and cut here, and then this one's going to get cut away. And we're going to save it, so don't get rid of it, because that's what's going to become our tab. And then these are going to get cut like so, okay? And this one as well. And we don't need this piece either, because the tab only needs to be on the long cylinder part, okay? So let's show what we have when we're done. We've cut that tab away, we've cut that tab away, and we've cut this piece out of here. Now this piece right here, we're gonna fold it in half, okay? So we're gonna actually find the coolest part of this, and we're gonna go ahead and fold it in half. And it is gonna be our little tab. So we're gonna keep one straight, and the other one we're gonna angle cut. So we have to find the prettiest part, which is this one. So let's go ahead and angle cut this. So we're gonna go ahead and cut those at an angle. And then I'm gonna use my bone folder to really secure that nice tight score mark. And then I just wanna trim these edges slightly. They just wanna make them even with that little edge that I cut in there. Okay, so this is what you have left. So out of this piece, you're gonna fold it in half and make that little cut right there. All right, guys, these we don't need, so I'm gonna get rid of those. We're gonna hang on to that one because we're gonna use that in a minute. But before we do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and smooth these lines slightly by just running my bone folder across them, because we are gonna stamp using those, okay? So let's put this together again. We're gonna run this like this. This becomes our back. These become our sides. We don't need them fully because they're just too big. So we're gonna have them. So these are this, again, this is the back. This one's our side and this one's our side. So we're gonna hold on to them. So the one on either side of the part we cut off are our sides. So we're gonna have those. So let's go ahead and cut those in half. Cut this one in half. All right, we can discard those pieces. Now this is our lid. So we're gonna go ahead and attach this tab onto our lid, and we're gonna do that ahead of time so that we can stamp. And if it gets anything stamped on it, it'll fit. So we're just gonna go ahead and put adhesive on this portion here. And we're gonna attach that like so. Make sure that it is straight. We're going to check it from this side. And no one will know that we glued that little tab on there. So there we go. That's that little piece that we're just recycling from the tab that we had to cut away. All right. So now that I have smoothed all my lines down, we're going to go ahead and grab a scrap piece of paper, and we are going to stamp with X's and O's, because those are so cute, right? And then these really cute outline pieces. So let me grab my my background that we're gonna stamp on here. Gotta find it. I thought I had it right here next to me. It has walked. Things walk around sometimes around here, you know. Things happen like that. All right, I found another one. It does have a little bit of stamping on it, but that's okay. We're stamping, right? So it doesn't really matter what's on there. Okay, so we're going to use our Pool Party ink, and we're going to stamp Pool Party on Pool Party. We'll start with the X, and we'll just put random X's wherever we feel that they need to live. And we want to make sure that we leave some room for some O's, right? Let me do one more. I kind of feel like it needs to go there, but I'm not going to overkill it. Let's start with the O's, and if I need an X there, we'll add it. So let's add an O there, and maybe a little bigger one there. How about there? And like that. Up here, and maybe one right here. All right, let's do some outlined hearts, and then we can figure out if I need to add a few more X's and O's. And you want to rotate this so that they're not always coming from the same direction. I think we did good with our X's and O's. This looks pretty good to me. Another one right there. I really like these this little triple hearts. I think they're super cute and they fill in rather nice. I'm going to put an O right there. There we go. And I think that looks good. What do you guys think? I like it. I'm happy with that. I probably should have put an O here. Let's see if I can fit it in without looking too weird. And if it does, it's okay. There we go. All right, so there is our background. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp our hearts. So let me grab my scrap pieces of white, which is what we are going to use to stamp them. So the Hug Me is a smaller, kind of fatter little heart, and that's going to go like that. And then also the Text Me heart, got a lot of cleaning to do up here. The Text Me heart is also in Pool Party. So we'll put it maybe right here. There we go. All right, so let's clean those and we'll make room for the next color that we're gonna overlay those with. We're done with Pool Party. All right. We're going to use that heart again, and we're going to use this heart again for You're Cute and BFF. We are done with the O, we are done with the X, and we are done with the outline hearts. Okay, I'm going to move those out of the way. All right, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and overlay these. So this one's going to get a Text Me, and it's going to be in our Coastal Cabana, which is a little bit darker than Pool Party, but along the same family line of color. And I'm going to go ahead and come in here and just stamp right over the top. Isn't that so cute? What I love about the set is it doesn't matter if it matches up perfectly, because it's not really made to be matched up perfectly. So it's absolutely fine if you make a little mistake or if you don't get over the top of it just perfectly. I want to make sure I don't get out of camera here for you, but I'm going to try and get this hug me on there. There we go. So those are those. Let's go ahead and clean these because we are done with Coastal Cabana. And those two stamps as well. All right, we are whittling down. All right, let's do Polish Pink. It's such a cute color. It's one of our new in colors, and we're going to use the same two hearts. So this one's going to go on this piece here. Such a cute color, isn't it? And then we're going to do the large heart also in Polish Pink. And we're going to keep Polish Pink out because we're going to use it for a minute, but not yet. Let's go ahead and put it here. Perfect. And let's go ahead and clean those two stamps because we are done with them. Let's get those out of the way. Now, over the top of this one, we're going to get You're Cute, and we're also going to get BFF. So let's go ahead and get our Real Red out. Those are what we're going to use for the outline. So we'll start with You're Cute. So let's bring this down here where I can see what I'm doing, kind of, sort of. We'll stamp that over the top. Oh, turned out precious. And let's do the BFF. And there's that one. We are done with Real Red. And these two stamps as well. We have two stamps to go. We have our Love You and our really cute, more oblong heart. There's 3 sizes in this stamp set. So you have the large one, and then this one, and then this one's a little longer, this one's a little fatter. So we're going to do this one with the Love You. It's the only one that goes with it, whereas BFF and Hug Me go with this one, and these go with this. So this one kind of stands alone. So we're going to stamp that one in Blushing Bride. Now, I don't want it to be full force Blushing Bride, so I'm going to take and stamp off onto this paper. So I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on there where it's much paler than that, as you can see. That's it for that color. Here comes our friend Polish Pink back into the picture, and we're going to ink that up. We're done with that color when we're done here. So let's go ahead and stamp this one over the top. And there's our Love You. We're going to clean those stamps. All right. And that is all our stamping. So now we get to do a little bit of assembling. And get our scrap paper out of the way. All right. So let's assemble our box. So the bottom, they're all going to get overlapped. Okay, they're all just going to go one right on top of each other. And they form a nice little solid bottom for your box, okay? So this one's going to go on the inside. We're going to do this one first, but most important, before we do anything, this is going to go inside here, right? And it's going to need something that helps us pull it out. So we are going to use the 1/2" circle punch, which, by the way, Stampin' Up! No longer sells, but I'm sure you guys have a little circle punch somewhere. I'm just going to cut the smallest little divot out of it. Not even very big. See, there it is. A tiny little piece. Let's see if I can get it on my finger. There we go. So not too big, but it's just enough room that we can pull that in and out. We have something to grab. So now we're going to go ahead and put adhesive on this strip here. So let's go ahead and add that. And it's the tab that's going to be on the inside and not seen. So let's go ahead and bring this one to it. When you bring another piece of cardstock to your glued piece, one thing that it helps with is it really presses the glue nicely, and also it gives your box a nice squared look. So that's that piece, okay? So now we're going to tuck all our bottom pieces in because these are not going to open. So I think I'm going to use this one as the very bottom one. So I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of adhesive on each one as I flip them closed. Hopefully you guys can still see. And here's our last one. Put a little more glue on this one because this is the one that everyone's gonna see if it lifts up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick my Mentos in there, which will help me push down on that bottom section. So let's go ahead and push that in there, and that gives us that little oomph, that little bit of adhesive that we need. Okay, and I'm gonna push against that little Mentos there and really make sure that that's nice and glued. Now we can close our tabs and we can insert our front panel piece right in here, like so. Okay, so there's our box, and see how we have a spot now to pull this in and out because we have that little tab there. I'm actually gonna angle these tabs a little bit. I think that they will fit a lot nicer if I angle them. It's something I do occasionally. I usually play with a box first, and not every box comes together exactly the same. So every box I don't always cut at an angle. It just depends on if, when I'm putting my box together like I just did here, if I feel that it needs that little extra piece, and I felt like this one did, so let's go ahead and use it. So there's our tab piece. Let's get rid of these little angle pieces that I have cut, and we are going to attach a little piece of DSP. It's from the Sweet Talk DSP, and it's super cute. Look at this rainbow stripe, and then you have this beautiful heart. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this around our box. I'm gonna pull that like so. I'm just gonna get it to grab and then just kind of rotate it around and get it to give a nice little tight piece, just like that. Okay, that's gonna go around this. Now this is actually gonna get glued on the front of our box. The seam is gonna be in the front, and the reason that I like to do that is because it's gonna be covered up by those hearts, so no one is gonna see it, and it looks really, really good. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna put a little bit of adhesive on this piece here. We're gonna get that to grab onto our box, and we're gonna pull this one, and we're gonna put some adhesive on this end. And we will go ahead and grab that and press it into place. And as you can see, our seam's right in the front. No one's gonna know it's there because we are gonna cover it with our cute hearts. Now, I've taken the liberty to go ahead and cut out, I know we've stamped these together, but I have taken the liberty to already die cut those out so that we could move on with our project. I hope you don't mind. And I'm gonna lay these two larger hearts like so directly onto our piece, okay? And I'm gonna open them up a little bit. I'm gonna leave a little room, and we're gonna just go ahead and put some adhesive down like that. And we'll add that one like that. Put this one over here. It's such a cute little set. I really love these hearts. All right, so I'm happy with that placement. Now, these are gonna get raised up, and I'm gonna be using dimensionals. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip those over, and I will put a dimensional on the back of each of these little guys. And I like to use the Take Your Pick tool. So that is what I'm going to do here. I'm gonna pierce into the little foam there, and it really helps to pull them out, and they get stuck on here. I can throw them away very easily. They won't be on my craft room floor. All right, so let's go ahead and pick one of these up, and we're gonna lay that one there. We'll put the BFF over here. That looks good. And then let's add the Hug Me. Oh, so cute. What do you guys think? I really like this box. Now see, there's no seam over here. No one will see it. And it's hidden by these really cute hearts. I hope you guys like this project. I have super, super loved making it for you. Let's close this one too so you can have both of them to peek at. I really enjoyed making this Valentine's Mentos roll treat holder. It is a fun one, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, you have stuck it out with me, and I'm so grateful. I'm kind of new to YouTube, and if you don't mind, I would love if you could help me out. Please like this video, comment, share, and subscribe. Ask your friends to do that too. And when you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when I post my new videos. Also, check out my blog, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. The link will be in the description below. Also, when you go there, you can access PDFs and measurements and lots more fun projects. I do blog every single day, so there's lots of information, lots of projects at your disposal. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you need the mini catalog that will be out on January 4th when you can purchase these products of 2022, I would be happy to get a catalog in your hand. You can access my online store from inkyhandswarmhearts.com. Click on Shop with Me, and thank you so much for joining me. Again, this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!